Explore the gigantic machines that make it happen. Deep in the humid forests of Ghana's Ashanti region, our journey begins with a single cacao pod, the humble origin of every chocolate bar that will roll off our production lines. This particular pod, hanging heavily from its branch, contains the beans that will join over 500 million others processed in our factory each year. Did you know? It takes the entire yield of one cacao tree, about 1,000 beans, to produce just 2 pounds of chocolate. These trees, carefully tended by generations of farming families, take 4 years to produce their first pods and can continue bearing fruit for up to 50 years. The ripe, golden orange pod is hand-harvested by expert farmers who know exactly when the color signals perfection. Each pod must be carefully cut from its branch using specialized tools. Any damage to the tree could affect future harvests. With a swift crack, the pod splits open, revealing rows of beans nestled in white pulp. The scent at this stage isn't anything like chocolate. Instead, it's bright, acidic, almost like citrus with subtle floral notes. A single pod contains between 20 and 50 beans, each one destined to contribute to the complex flavor profile of our final product. Our farmers inspect every pod, selecting only those that meet our rigorous quality standards. Fun fact: the DNA testing we perform on sample beans can trace each one back to its exact origin tree. These beans begin their transformation in traditional wooden fermentation boxes, where natural yeasts and bacteria work their magic. For 6 precise days, the beans undergo a carefully monitored fermentation at 95 degrees Fahrenheit, developing the complex flavor precursors that will eventually give our chocolate its distinctive taste. Our quality control team tests samples every 12 hours, measuring pH levels and moisture content to ensure perfect fermentation. The beans are turned every 48 hours using traditional wooden paddles, a process that ensures even fermentation and prevents mold growth. Did you know? During fermentation, the temperature can naturally rise to over 120 degrees Fahrenheit, hot enough to cook an egg. But here's where nature meets industrial might. Those fermented beans, now a deep brown, are about to enter our factory's mammoth drying facility. Picture this: 50,000 square feet of climate-controlled space, where computer-controlled air circulation systems maintain exactly 7% humidity. Massive rotating drums, each capable of holding 2 tons of beans, tumble them gently for 72 hours. The sound is hypnotic, like distant thunder rolling continuously. Our specialized moisture sensors, placed every 10 feet throughout the facility, feed real-time data to our central control system, which adjusts airflow and temperature 1,000 times per second. The drying facility processes enough beans daily to fill 3 Olympic-sized swimming pools. Now, things get serious. Our beans enter what we call the Inferno, a state-of-the-art roasting chamber that would make a dragon jealous. At precisely 275 degrees Fahrenheit, the beans tumble through a series of heated chambers for 45 minutes. Did you know? The exact temperature profile is adjusted 300 times per second based on real-time analysis of the beans' moisture content. The aroma at this stage is intoxicating. Imagine 100,000 cups of hot chocolate being brewed simultaneously. The roasting chamber's energy recovery system captures enough heat to warm all the water used in our facility, making this energy-intensive process 40% more efficient than traditional methods. The roasted beans feed into our cracking and winnowing system, a mechanical marvel that processes 4 tons of beans per hour. High-speed rollers crack the beans, while precision air jets separate the lightweight shells from the precious nibs with 99.99% accuracy. The sound is deafening, like standing next to a jet engine. Each bean passes through 3 stages of sorting using laser imaging technology that can detect and remove any imperfections in milliseconds. The discarded shells? They're converted into biofuel that powers 30% of our facility's energy needs. In fact, this biofuel system reduces our carbon footprint by the equivalent of taking 1,000 cars off the road each year. Here's where the magic really begins. The nibs enter our grinding facility, home to the world's largest melange. This 20-foot diameter granite wheel weighs as much as 3 adult elephants and turns at just 2 RPM, crushing the nibs into a rough paste. The wheel's surface is precision carved with microscopic grooves that maximize grinding efficiency while minimizing heat buildup. For 72 continuous hours, the paste is refined between 5 progressively finer roller mills until each particle is smaller than 20 microns, about 1/5 the width of a human hair. Fun fact, if we laid out all the chocolate particles produced in one day end to end, they would stretch to the moon and back twice. The grinding process generates enough friction heat to maintain a constant temperature of 150 degrees Fahrenheit, perfect for keeping the cocoa butter in liquid form. The liquid chocolate now enters the conching phase, the secret behind that silky smooth mouthfeel. Our conching machines, towering 3 stories high, slowly knead the chocolate while precise amounts of cocoa butter and lecithin are added. The process generates enough heat to warm an Olympic-sized swimming pool by 10 degrees. For 48 hours, the chocolate is agitated, aerated, and refined, while 16 different sensors monitor everything from viscosity to crystal structure. The mechanical action removes unwanted volatile compounds while developing the complex flavor compounds that give our chocolate its signature taste profile. Each batch undergoes over 100 million individual mixing movements during the conching process. The tempering stage is where science meets artistry. Our tempering machines, each the size of a city bus, carefully cool and reheat the chocolate through 5 precise temperature stages, encouraging the formation of stable Type 5 crystals. These microscopic crystals are what give premium chocolate its signature snap and glossy finish. The temperature control is so precise that it varies by no more than 0.1 degree Fahrenheit throughout the entire process. Our tempering line uses a patented magnetic induction system that can adjust temperatures 50 times faster than traditional methods. The chocolate passes through 200 feet of specially designed heat exchange plates, each one computer-controlled to maintain perfect crystallization conditions. Finally, our hero batch enters the molding line, a synchronized ballet of steel and chocolate that stretches for nearly half a mile. Exact portions are deposited into polycarbonate molds while high-frequency vibration tables eliminate any air bubbles. The molds pass through a 50-foot cooling tunnel where temperature drops at a carefully controlled rate of 2 degrees Fahrenheit per minute. Every single bar passes through a high-speed X-ray inspection system that can detect imperfections as small as a grain of salt. Our quality control system captures 1,000 images per second of each bar, using artificial intelligence to identify and remove any products that don't meet our exacting standards. The robotic system that handles our molds is a marvel of modern engineering. Each robot can perform 120 movements per minute, with an accuracy of 0.2 millimeters, about the width of a human red blood cell. The system choreographs the movement of 10,000 molds per hour through the various stages of filling, cooling, and demolding. Did you know? The computer system controlling our molding line processes more calculations per second than were used to land Apollo 11 on the moon. Did you know? In the time it took you to watch this video, our factory has produced enough chocolate to build a life-size replica of a T-Rex. Speaking of dinosaurs, the energy used by our tempering machines in one day could power Dr. Grant's entire compound in Jurassic Park for a month. Each bar contains chocolate from exactly 37 beans, traveled over 2 miles on various conveyor systems, and passed 128 quality control checkpoints. The amount of chocolate we produce annually could fill 27 Olympic-sized swimming pools or create a chocolate bar reaching from Earth to the International Space Station and back. The final bars emerge from the cooling tunnel with a mirror-like shine, each one a testament to both natural wonder and engineering precision. Listen closely to that distinctive snap as a bar breaks. It's the sound of over 3,000 years of chocolate-making tradition meeting cutting-edge technology. Right now, another batch of beans is being harvested in Ghana, ready to begin their own journey through our chocolate wonderland. Our facility operates 24/7, processing more cocoa beans in a day than a medieval chocolatier would have seen in their entire lifetime. Each second, another 500 bars roll off our production line, each one carrying the rich heritage of centuries of chocolate-making tradition combined with the precision of modern manufacturing technology.